Hey, shalom, shalom. I'm going to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, Bashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, peace and blessing to you, brothers. Pushing this truth throughout the four winds in sincerity and in truth. All right, so you can see the video is entitled, Who Else But Us? No one believes we are who we say we are. It's looked upon as a stretch of the imagination. Like it's no way you guys could be the chosen. It's just a new age doctrine that's fabricated, and it's all in false narratives and lies, and we just can't be who we say we are, and all these things. But the scriptures say otherwise. So through the Spirit, I pray this is edifying, and let's get into it. This is Nehemiah 1:7. It says, "We have dealt very corruptly against thee, and have not kept the commandments, nor the statutes, nor the judgments which thou commandest thy servant Moses." So we see the children of Israel directly went against what the Most High had set in stone for them. Okay. It says, "Remember, I beseech thee, the word that thou commandest thy servant Moses, saying, if ye transgress, I will scatter you abroad among the nations." So the true Israelites, they would be scattered. They would be put and basically all over the place. Now, what I like to use is sports. I love to use sports with this, because if you look in sports, we dominate everywhere we go. And if you look all across the world, what do you see? The ones that dominate, they look like us. And that comes from slavery, being scattered all over. Who runs faster than us? Nobody. Jumps higher, box, basketball, football, everything. We dominate these things. Like, look at somebody like Giannis from Greece. He's from Greece. Then you have players from Nigeria, and they stand head and shoulders above everyone else from all over. Why do you think that is? Because if we were kept all together in one place, we would dominate in that one place. And majority of us are in America. But you look at in South America, more tribes dominating baseball, soccer. You could just tell through the spirit of these people what their bloodlines run back to. So who else but us? You don't see Amalek going hard like that. First of all, they weren't scattered. We're the only people that moved throughout history in a split to where we ended up everywhere. Okay? That's just like setting the tone, okay? This Deuteronomy 28:64 and 65. "And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of earth even unto the other, and there shalt thou serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease." Now, who else does this describe? Who else does this explain? You shall find no ease. So these people, when they went to these lands, they would be poverty-stricken. Let's look at the people who are calling themselves Jews, or the chosen people. Let's look at them. They're not poverty-stricken. Okay? They're not poverty-stricken. So these narratives have to fit a certain people. You can't throw yourself in these curses. You just can't put yourself in these curses. This is something that's just a natural flow of something that's happened. Okay? It says, "And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy feet have rest, but Yahweh Shem Yahshua shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. Who does this describe? Shot down in the streets, hard to find work, and when you do work, you're always at the bottom of the pole. And you just look at like working. When Jake applies for a job, it's never at the CEO position. It's never at a position that's high. It's always, I'll just accept being a cook. Or you're just content with the bare minimum because you're just lucky to get in there. That's not having your mind at ease. You don't think like a leader. Okay? And all these things are curses. And it's everywhere we go. We keep a mind frame like this. This is 2nd Esdras 2. I'm going to start at 1. It says, Thus said the Lord, I brought this people out of bondage, and I gave them my commandments by men servants, the prophets, whom they would not hear, but despise my counsels. The mother that bare them saith unto them, Go your way, ye children, for I am a widow and forsaken. I brought you up with gladness, but with sorrow and heaviness have I lost you. For ye have sinned before the Lord your power, and done that thing that is evil before him. So we broke the commandments. You know what I'm saying? We went off chasing other gods. You know? And it was all set up in Deuteronomy that these things would happen. But what shall I know now, or what shall I now do unto you? I am a widow and forsaken. Go your way, O my children, and ask mercy of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. As for me, O Father, I call upon thee for a witness over the mother of these children which would not keep my covenant, that thou bring them to confusion, and their mother to a spoil, that there may be no offspring of them. Let them be scattered abroad among the heathen. Let their names be put out of the earth, for they have despised my covenant. Who are the only people walking around not truly knowing who they are? Who else but us? Who else but us? It's no other people on the planet that can tie themselves to those curses. No one. No matter how hard they try, nobody can put themselves in those curses. With us, it just naturally fits. Okay? Check this out. Because it said, let them be scattered abroad among the heathen. So, 70 AD, fleeing Roman persecution, migrated into Africa, rounded up, captured, and sold. We were sold for guns, clothes, iron, look at that, beer. And this big thing became just, all it was a big circular motion. Look at this, the pink slaves being, boom, brought to North. Look at the Caribbeans, North America, South America. And the whole time, it was a big constant flow. England, just all over. That's why our people, and some of these sports, you'll see us, and all over in these places, and you'll wonder, like, how is he that good and he don't look like us? That spirit from being scattered, his ancestral line goes back to us, because no one dominates how we dominate. Singing, acting, just anything. We dominate in everything we do. This is the sign of the Most High's chosen people. Okay? 2 Corinthians 4:4. In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of the Most High should shine into them. They're not going to understand this. They've been blinded. They have blinders on. They can't see what's truly going on. It's not meant for them to see what's going on. Okay? So by that alone, it's not going to add up to them. The math not mathing to them. You know why? Because all they see us is the bottom of the barrel. The very bottom. That's how we're looked upon. It's no way we can be those chosen people. Brought over on slave ships, always in servitude, serving people and being the help all the time. And then seeing the Most High as this all is power. And why would he allow his chosen people to be in that mind frame? But they look at us like that, and they'll look at the ones over in the land and say, basically, these people basically fit more of a God that has power because they're set up to run the whole world. So they get to control the narrative. But the thing is, they fit none of these curses. None of these things apply to them. But when you control the narrative, and you can control exactly how people's perception of you through Christianity, through just showing, because a lot of people don't have faith. They believe what they see. So by that alone, that's how they move. And us as a people, our own people, they'll roll with them because it's like, well, man, you believe in God and this and that, but those people over there, look, they're progressing. It's progress with them. It's always progress. We're still at the bottom. So they just shun the idea of who they are off top, but it's okay because we know that 2/3 gonna be destroyed, and it's a remnant, it's an elect, a chosen few that's going to get it. So if people don't get it, to hell with them. Cool. But this right here is what really gets me. The Europeans claiming to be those people are nothing more than Hebrew-speaking Gentiles. The late president of Egypt, Gamal, Abdel Nasser, stated on television, those people, will never be able to live here in peace. Keep in mind, when you go in the book of Isaiah, it says when the true people go back into that land, it's going to be peace. All the instruments of war are going to be made to plowing hooks, like basically to make gardens and stuff. When the true people get there, that's what it would be. Now this is what gets me right here. It says, because you left here black and came back white, we cannot accept you. Now, when have you ever seen an entire nation leave somewhere, leave their land and everything? When has that ever happened? It says you left here. That entire nation left. Other than being forced out of somewhere, when have you seen another nation leave their own land willingly? Or, I mean, they were forced, but the thing is, what other reason would you have a whole nation just leave? And then not only leave, you leave a certain color and come back another. Think about that. These curses don't fit nobody but us. With that, I'm going to say shalom.